After hearing what I'm about to say, you're gonna ask yourself what the is going on.
One of the most egregious offenses by the pharmaceutical drug companies is distorting the data.
They're going to know when the chronic disease is coming, and they're going to charge you when they know they can monetize you.
And the insurance-based large language models are going to ensure that you stay on these treatments because that's where they're profitable. Patient pays more than they actually are paying for the drug.
Correct. It is a profit-driven system, not a patient outcome-driven system.
All right. I need to start honestly, because something crazy is happening right now. Like, something is happening. People all over the world are feeling better, and they don't even know why yet. They're sleeping better, and their bodies, they just feel different. Pain shifts, stress disappears, without ads, without influencers, without big pharma pushing it, which is usually the first sign that something's real. But let me tell you the part that pissed me off and messed with my head. This technology that I'm about to share with you, it's not new. It's not experimental. It's not illegal. It's not some underground thing. It's actually been FDA approved since the 1970s. 50 years. And yet, nobody knows about it. Why? Because only a very small group of people have ever had access to it. The rich knew. The elite knew, astronauts knew, pro athletes even knew, celebrities knew. And if you had money, you too could get access. If you didn't, too bad. Clinics, private facilities, expensive sessions, memberships most people can't even afford. So while us regular people were told, this is just aging, this is normal stress, this is just life, another group of people, they were quietly using technology that help their bodies recover faster and stay healthier longer. That right there should piss you off, because it pissed me off. And how I even found this out, it's the wild part. See, I didn't go looking for this. We run a marketing company. That's our world. Brands, systems, helping companies grow. And this company came to us as a client. That's it, just a client. We looked at it like any other business. Then we saw the product in action. No expectations, no hype, no belief, and the wildest things started happening. I even tried it. And at first I thought, okay, whatever, placebo effect. But then my body felt different. My sleep changed. People around me started to try it. And they started saying things like, I feel my body getting warm. I feel calm. My body feels lighter. Ooh, I didn't expect that. There's a lot of things I want to say that I can't even say on video right now. But you got to use your imagination. It blew my mind. And that's when it moved from my head to my heart. Because this wasn't a one-time magic trick. This kept happening consistently over and over and over again. People were using the word miracle. But that miracle, it wasn't a miracle. It was simple science. Simple science that most people were never told about. Until now. Your body, it runs on signals. It runs on frequency. That's it. Your brain, your nerves, your heart, all electrical communication. When stress is constant, not extreme, just constant, those signals, they get messy. But our bodies, they don't break, they just adapt. But you want to know what adaptation looks like? It looks like bad sleep, chronic tension, pain, low energy, and feeling like crap all of the time. So what does this tech actually do? All right, I'm gonna give it to you with no jargon. This technology doesn't force your body to do anything. It doesn't drug you. It doesn't override you. It simply supports communication. That's why people feel it fast, some instantly. Not because it's aggressive, but because it works with how the body already functions. Now here's something that really messed with me. This discovery of this technology, it didn't even start in wellness. It actually showed up first at NASA research. Why? Because when astronauts leave Earth, their bodies fall apart fast. This was happening back in the day. They couldn't figure it out. Bones were getting weak, muscles would shrink, their recovery would slow, they get sick. And not because they're unhealthy, but because the new environment stops supporting the human body. So scientists start to ask the real question: how do we help the body function when natural signals are missing? Follow me now. This is where the tech comes in. Now, of course, most of us aren't in space. Now, I know we got some friends and we think their brains are in space, but most of us, we're not in space. We're here on Earth, right? But modern life, it does the same thing. See, we sit most of the day. Almost 95% of the day, we're sitting down. We're indoors all day. No sun, and we're stressed all the time. We're freaking out. We have our bodies working overtime, but it's working overtime without the support it evolved with. So when I realized this technology was designed to help humans function when environments are broken, everything clicked. Here's what OlyLife did that nobody else did. They said, what if this wasn't just for the rich? What if this wasn't just for astronauts? What if this technology was no longer locked behind closed doors, behind clinics and paywalls? What if everyone could use it? What if one day everyone had access to this in their own home? That's the part that matters. This company didn't invent the technology. They just freed the technology. So why is this company going viral? Well, it's not because of the marketing, although it would be pretty cool if it was, because we do the marketing. But it's spreading because people feel it. And when someone feels better, when someone's in pain and they feel better, they don't shut up about it. They tell all their friends, and then their friends say, okay, well, what are you doing? What is it? Can we try? That's not selling. It's called curiosity. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because when you zoom out, you realize something. This wasn't hidden technology because it didn't work. It was hidden because it worked too well. The cure, whatever you want to call it, it's been available for decades. The problem was never the technology. The problem was access. If you had money, you had access. If you had status, you got sessions. If you're an athlete or celebrity, you had priorities. Everyone else lived their life managed, medicated, and maintained. OlyLife has already done over $2 billion in product sales in a few short years. This isn't hype. It's not projections. These are actual sales. Companies don't hit numbers like that by accident. They hit them because something works at scale. Medical grade research environment and over 1,000 patents are tied to this technology. That's when I knew we had something very special, because we have something that actually scares the system. Because once this is in your house, you don't need permission, you don't need appointments, you don't need to keep paying over and over every single month to feel okay. You experience it, you feel it, you talk about it, because systems built on dependency, they don't survive. Now here's the part that got me even more excited. OlyLife didn't just make this accessible, they made it shareable. No subscriptions, no auto ships, no joining fees, no monthly requirements. You buy a device one time, starting at $1,000, and you get to participate in their affiliate program for life. That alone told me this wasn't one of those things. So how do you get paid? You use it, someone tries it, and then they want one. And when you help them get started, the company pays you. So if someone starts with a $1,000 device, you make 10%. Not bad, but it gets better. But here's where it got interesting. They didn't stop there. They built something called a tier bonus. Now I thought they called it a tier bonus because you make so much money you start to cry. Okay, that was my dad joke, I'm sorry. But here's what a tier bonus actually means. Whenever there's one person on your left and one person on your right at the first position on any level under you, you earn anywhere from $375 to $2,250 every single time. Lock down 3 tier bonuses, you're basically getting your product for free. Now you made your money back. And it doesn't even matter who brought them in. Left, right, you're paid. And there's no cap on the tier bonus. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what if I'm brand new? What if I don't know anybody? Well, check it out. If the person above you makes money, 5% of that flows down to you. even if you haven't enrolled anyone yet. I just said you make money off the person above you. That's wild. Tell me one place you've ever heard of that. Now, there is a cap on this particular bonus, and it's up to 3 times whatever package you started with. So if you get started at a $2,000 package, then the cap is $6,000. In my opinion, that's support built into the structure. The next way you get paid is what we call a binary. You're probably thinking to yourself, it sounds like an MLM. Who cares? It's fair, and you get paid. Left team, right team, standard. But there's a difference. They don't flush your volume. If one side grows faster, that volume stays the same. You never lose it. And you earn between 11 to 13% with a daily cap of up to $7,000 a day. That's $210,000 a month. I know it's hard to live off of $210,000 a month, but you gotta start somewhere. Once you get enough volume on both sides, you start to earn shares in a company. That's when you hit your first rank called M1. You qualify for the global pool. What that basically means is you get to share in 5% of the company's annual revenue. Qualify once, earn for life. Look, I'm gonna leave you with this, all right? I just want you to know that I didn't plan on being here. I didn't plan on making a video like this ever. OlyLife, this was supposed to be a client. But when you see your friends feeling better, people you don't know tell you they feel better because of a product that you shared with them, when you realize this was hidden the whole time in plain sight, you can't even walk away from that. You end up making videos like this. See, this isn't about doing a business. At least for me, it's not. This is about me being part of something that, in my opinion, should have existed a long, long time ago. If this hits you, if something in your body reacted while listening to me, that's not random. You're feeling what I felt. Please get back to the person who sent you this video. Ask questions, try it, experience the product, and no pressure. But if you feel the message that's coming from my heart right now, you already know.